One, two, 1, 2. Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Camper's back, 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 back again. Anyways, hello, welcome back. For those of you wondering what happened, it's a really long story. So I cannot explain it. I only decided to do this video today just to remind those of you who are not very active to activate the triple captain, basically. You don't want to play any other chip at this moment in time because it's double game week. Woohoo! Been talking to my friends for ages about double game week, and the questions I get out a lot. But Camper, we've had midweek games before. Why wasn't that a double game week? Ugh. It's so hard to explain to newbies what a double game week is. So here it is. I'm going to try very quickly before I get into what we need to do about the double game week. There are games that are postponed for various reasons. For example, cup games. There are teams who play each other. One of them wins, have to go to another round. Therefore, they cannot play the game that was previously scheduled. All the Premier League games are scheduled at the beginning of the Premier League. At the beginning of the season. They're scheduled for the rest of the season. So, therefore, some of them have to be postponed, which need to go into a double game week. Not a normal game week with midweek games. It's a double game week. Now, how do the double game weeks happen? So, this is a difference. A midweek game, it's a slot that was free. So, let's say the teams didn't have Champions League in the midweek. So, they scheduled, for example, FA Cups. If they didn't have Champions League or FA Cup or League Cup and it was free in the midweek, then they put a midweek games in there, which is a normal game week. Will all the teams play Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Double game weeks, therefore, are only games that have been postponed previously. For example, Manchester City played in that stupid competition that FIFA still keeps organizing. I don't know why. I mean, there's a European team who's won it since that competition started. So what's the point? It's like they're rubbing it into the faces of other continents. Oh, look, Europe has the best football. I don't even know why that competition exists, the FIFA Club World Cup. And I don't know why teams brag about winning it. I mean, why you're competing with teams from other continents, which are, with all due respect, not to the level of European teams in football. So, City played in that competition, which means that their game against Brentford, which was scheduled to be played during that time, was postponed. And also Liverpool, who probably had to play someone, and now they're into both League Cup and FA Cup. Games were postponed. Now they're in a double game week, which means Liverpool and City and Brentford and Luton, all games that are postponed first, are going to play each other during this double game week, which means City in one single game week where other teams are only going to have one game. For example, Arsenal is going to play Burnley only, and all the other teams. City is going to play two teams. So that means points will get calculated for both games into one game week. I know. It sounds complicated, but for us who've been playing this game for years and years, it's just normal business as usual. And we don't only have one double game week a season. We have a couple. This is a small double game week. Now, this is another thing. We have a big double game week, which only happens once per season, around game week 34, usually. And that's where most of the teams are doubling. So all of them are playing two games in one game week. But the small ones are just one or two, sometimes 3, 4 teams are doubling. So in this case, as I said, is City, Liverpool, the teams that you want to target, obviously. Luton and Brentford, you don't want to target them because they're playing against City and Liverpool. So what's the point of getting players from them? Unless you're getting a goalkeeper and hoping that they get a lot of save points. Anyways, what are we doing on a double game week now? So, first of all, I was planning to do a video a couple of weeks ago to just go through the history of what happened to my team since the last video I made, which is last year, sometime in September, probably. Because after that, a lot of shit happened. First, I got locked in my country for a while. And then I had a baby. And now life has just got very busy, so I can make videos. But anyways, I'm going to take my phone here. You need a phone first. Let's put on... There we go. Just a second, technicals. Okay, so now you want to go to Fantasy app, which I hope you all have it, and you're not using the website. Make life easier. So here it is. Usually, if we go pick team, this is the game week points that I had on last game week. If you want to know my overall rank, so since the last video I made, which I was doing pretty good at the beginning of the season, and I said I was surprised I haven't train crashed yet because it always happens. Right after that, I just had a car crash. I went downhill in a bad way, not downhill skiing. And I went to 2 million rank, which is one of the worst ranks I've ever had in my life since I started. And I had to climb. And incredibly, I've had the last, 5 or 6 weeks, I've had green after green after green, and I'm sitting at 382,548 overall rank, which is respectable. It's respectable, at least. It's not as bad as 2 million. So I've been doing well. I had a great week. 88 points, as you can see. We can go and check. Saliba, wow, came in with a 12-pointer. Whoever had Gabriel, also 12-pointer. Whoever had both, you're in luck. Saka, 15-pointer. Richarlison, Foden, disappointed a little bit. Palmer keeps on, I don't even know what to describe this guy anymore. Keeps on getting goal after goal, assist after assist. So he came out with 10 pointers, both in extra time, both assists. Incredible. Diego Jota, who I got because of the double game week, came out with 7 points. If you remember from my previous videos, I love Jota, but I didn't own him since the beginning of the season. And then Darwin Núñez, the jokester of FPL, he came out with 6 points, but he also has a double game week, which is why I got him. And then we have the captain, Reliable, who's been missing for so many game weeks and finally was back last game week and blanked. But he came up with 2 goals this game week, 26 points as captain. So that's it. Solanke on the bench with 4. Doesn't matter. Alexander-Arnold has a small injury, so hopefully he's back because it's double game weaker and I don't want to make more transfers. So if we go pick team, as you can see here in the video that is going to hologram itself because latest and greatest technology over here. Alexander-Arnold, Diego Jota, Darwin Núñez, Erling Haaland, and Philip Foden are all having a double game week. If you can see under Foden, it says Chelsea home, Brentford and home. But Richarlison has only Wolves home. And the same with Darwin Núñez. Brentford away, Luton at home. And so with it. So what do you want to do this week is you go to Haaland, where it says here. You see? He's now our normal captain. And you press triple captain. Your captain points are tripled instead of doubled in the next game week. And then you press OK. And now the captain sign will show white, which means Haaland is triple captained. And this is the week where you want to triple captain Haaland when he has Chelsea at home and Brentford at home. 2 home games for City. And it's Haaland. So if you want to risk it and go for someone else, sure. For me, I prefer Haaland with 2 home games. Darwin has an away game and a home game. Some people are going to go, I would never go for Darwin just because of, the heart attack that he gives you with missing chances and all that. So for the moment, I have 5 double game week players. Of course, I would want 6, but that was not feasible. I have 1 free transfer for this week if I go on transfers, but my point is I want to roll it and have 2 free transfers next week because now here comes the kick. If you thought this was complicated, you haven't even scratched the surface. Let's go to FPL Team. That's another website that I've told all of you at the beginning, if you've paid attention. If you know how to get there, don't make me explain it again. You go to fantasypremierleague.com website, not the app, and you go on points, and on the link, you know what, let's do it. So let's just do it. fantasypremierleague.com. Here it is. And you go on points, and now you go on the link of the points. You press edit, and here you have a number. You see this number? You copy that number, and now you go on fpl.team. And you paste that number there where it says ID, and you go. Now we have your team here, and you can plan for upcoming game weeks. So as you can see, I have one free transfer, 0.2 in the bank. And my idea is to roll this week. Hopefully Alexander-Arnold is fit. If he's not, then I might just transfer him out for either Van Dijk or a City player, which I don't want to. But let's see. Hopefully he's well. If you go next game week, look now. What happened? What happened to Pedro Porro, Richarlison, Alexander-Arnold, Palmer, Diogo Jota, Darwin? They have nothing under. That means that's a blank game week. This is a game week where teams blank. Not all of them, but some of them. Which means you have to do something about it. Because you get 0 points from the blanking players. Now, City players are not blanking. That's good. The problem is I have way too many blanking players. And not very good bench. So my idea was to play Estupinian. Hopefully he's back into starting 11 because he played one game, didn't play another. And play Solanke against City. God damn it. And Lascelles obviously is not going to play. He's not on the starting 11. And all the other central defenders are fit. So now I need to make transfers. So if I remove, let's say, Diogo Jota for let's say Bowen. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's remove Pedro Porro, for example, for, I don't care, just to prove the point, Dunk, let's say. So now we have, now we have 2 players. So with a -4, basically, I can get either Richarlison out or Palmer or Darwin out and can bring Watkins back in. Love me some Watkins. Let's go and put Richarlison. So there, with -4 in 2 weeks' time, I get 10 players, 10 playing players, basically. If I want to get -8, I can get 11. And remember, when you players blanking, a -4 is basically a -2. That's what the FPL community says, because they get 2 points for playing, hopefully, if they don't get any yellow cards and red cards or concede a lot of goals. So it's only a -2, a -4. But with a -4, I can get a full 10, not 11. I can get a -8. Or, what probably most people are going to do, because you have a lot of players out, play the free hit. What is a free hit, you ask? Oh my god. Here we go again. Here's the free hit. It says unavailable. That's because you have to deactivate Triple Captain if you want to play free hit. So if you press this free hit, then you can choose an entire 11, not 11, but all the 15th of them. An entire new team. And you will only have that team for that week. So the moment the week is over, you'll get your old players back, which is a great chip to use in blank game weeks. Most of the FPL community usually uses this chip on blank game weeks. But some of us like to use the free hit in other double game weeks, not the big double game week, because that's when you use the bench boost to, get the upside. That's the word you hear. Get the upside. Get more points. Make a better team on a double game week. So let's see. I haven't decided if, let's say, some of the players are just like Estupinian is not starting, and I know Lascelles doesn't start, and someone gets injured and I have way too many players that are not blanking, then I'm going to play the free hit too, but let's see about that. You have to judge based on your team. Anyways, I think we'll leave it with there. I don't know what else to tell you. Just activate triple captain. Just don't forget. And if you don't have Haaland, buy Haaland and triple captain Haaland. What else you want me to say? If your rank is like 6 million or 4 million and you just lost, triple captain someone else. Another preferably double game week player. Preferably Liverpool or City. Just don't do something crazy. Okay. Yeah. That's it for now. And see you in 5-6 months. Who knows? I would wish I could do this more often, like I used to, every week. It's just not enough time right now or energy to do it. But good to be back for a recap video and to remind you to play the triple captain. Bye. Subscribe. Come on. Just do it. I'm waiting. Just do it.